Hey guys, today I have a Whirlpool Cabrio washer, and right now it's getting started on, and we've got it set to quick wash. We've got tons of different options and features on here. I've got it set to a light soil level, makes it go a little bit faster. Spin speed set to high, and then wash temp is on warm. You've got Eco Boost, you've got extra rinse, fabric softener, you can turn that on or off. Once it's down, I'll open that up and kind of show it off. But you've also can turn the cycle signal on and off. Gives you kind of a monitor here on where you're doing on the eco status, I guess you'd say. I'm not really sure. That's kind of gimmicky if you ask me. I just kind of set it and forget it. Yeah, here you can pause and take a look at all the different cycles there, but you have something for just about anything you'd want to wash. This is the Platinum, so it's about the best you can get, biggest capacity in this series. Once it's all done, I'll open this up, show you that those clothes are spun nice and light, which helps with the drying time, cuts your drying time in half when the machines spin as fast as this one does. Of course, once it's done here, I'm going to show you that it drains the water out. You see the drain hose back there. You get to see in here that the drain's working perfect. And then when it's spinning at its fastest, I'll show you that as well. It's all done. We'll move the clothes over to the dryer and show you that the dryer's working perfectly. So I'll let this go ahead and get through this initial washing portion. Okay, we're at a point now where it's agitating. I can't lift this up because of the lid lock, and there's no way to bypass that lid lock, unfortunately. But you can hear it. It's got a very strong, powerful agitation, which is the plate on the bottom. It agitates and creates kind of a vortexing motion where the clothes will come up, vortex around, down, and back in, and they just kind of do this motion against the plates on the bottom and against themselves. It's almost like a front load washer, how those clothes simply agitate upon themselves by being tumbled around. It's kind of a combination that with an agitation plate. So it does a really good job getting the clothes clean, and it has been stopping to add more water and recirculate the water. And next it'll finish this wash and I'll come back for the drain cycle. Kind of doing these videos as if you were standing here yourself, getting to check it out. I've already ran several loads through this and tested everything, made sure all these different cycles and everything work perfect. Then I'll normally just do one last load, a quick wash or something of the sort, so I can show it off as if, like I said, as if you were standing here yourself checking it out. All right, and here you can hear that drain running that water out nice and fast. As it's going to move into the rinse cycle now. All right, and we're getting started on that final spin cycle. It's kicking the drain on and off as it gets going. Now, it's already spinning pretty fast, but it's actually going to get going much faster than this. At about the 3-minute mark will be its peak speed. But it's nice and quiet. That drain will kick off here in just a second. You'll be able to hear it just simply spinning. But you can see it's nice and balanced. No vibration. I'm going to give it just a sec. It actually came to a complete stop. Now it's getting started again. It'll kind of ramp up in speed from here. But without the drain running, it's even quieter. As it gets going faster and faster, it extracts more and more water out of the clothes. That's why the drain keeps kicking back on. It is spinning really fast at this point, just about at its max speed. You see I put my hand on it. Virtually no vibration. And so a point to that is because of how fast this thing spins, it's super important to put a level on here, front to back, side to side, and make sure that it's level. That's pretty much going to do it on the washer. I'm going to let this finish spinning out, and then we'll get the dryer hooked up kind of side by side here and show you that the dryer is working perfectly. Okay, now we've got the washer cleaned out. You can see king size capacity on that. You've got a spot for bleach, fabric softener, and then your soap, which is what you'd put right there. Huge capacity. You see that agitation plate I was talking about at the bottom there. So it's done. Get it turned off. Now we've got a Maytag Bravos XL. So both of these are king size capacity dryer. We've decided to pair up with it here. And you can see huge capacity LED light in there. You've got your lint trap right here. So we'll go ahead and close that up. You've got a see-through front there. So let's just go ahead and set this on, let's see, normal temperature. Let's set that all the way up, dryness level. Also all the way up, wrinkle prevent. You can turn that on for 60 or 90 minutes. Damp dry signal audio level. You could turn that off so it doesn't beep at you at all if you want. And let's see, you have a few different options if you want to pause and kind of read through those. Something for just about anything you wanted to dry here. And then we're going to hold to start. I think we can actually maybe see it tumbling in there. Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm going to show you here in just a sec that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to. We're going to give it just a sec to warm up. But I've got my surface temperature gun. We're a little more familiar with these days. Right in between those two red dots, it's going to take a surface temperature measurement. So it's about 66 degrees on top of the dryer. And if we shine it down here, also about 65, 66 degrees. So what I'm going to do here in just a sec is I'm going to shine it right inside that vent back there. That's where the heat pumps out. And the heating element is kind of back down behind in there. So that's going to be the hottest part of the inside of the dryer. Now your dryer's only going to heat up about 95 up to 195. Just kind of depends on what heat setting you have on up here on the dryer. While I'm waiting on that to warm up, I'll go ahead and mention it would actually be considerably quieter in your own house once you have the vent hose hooked up. And when you swap out and go to put this dryer in place, it's a perfect time to clean that vent hose out. Sometimes you can hook a leaf blower up to the vent or the section where the vent is going to hook on, the little circle sometimes in the side of the wall. You can hook a leaf blower up in that, blow all that out. Just make sure it's nice and clean. That way there's good ventilation for this dryer once you get it in place. Super important tip there. Go ahead and open this up. We're going to shoot this right inside the heating element grate there. So you can see plenty of heat coming out of there as it gets heated up. And the inside's still warming up there. So we'll go ahead and toss that back in here. There we go. Hold to start. Yeah, so it's only been running for about a minute. But that's gonna do it. These look pretty great sitting side by side. Both of them have a ton of different options and features. King size capacity on both, so you can wash just about anything you want to wash in there. That's gonna do it. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If y'all have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, you guys have a great day.